Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So we're going to focus on love for the second half of July, all right? This is going to be you and two, right? Now, if you do not have love on the brain right now, or maybe you don't have someone of interest right now, either way, it could be one side of a situation or another. It could be, in fact, a friend or family member, but of course a person of interest or, boyfriend, girlfriend, that type of thing as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this and let's see what's happening at the second half of July. I am going to pull an activation card, just like I did at the first half of these reads in the month, and that way you can compare. So you might want to check out the beginning of the month compared to this end of the month, right? Second half. So let's take a look at what's important for Aries second half of July. I hope you all are doing well. Let's take a look at this and what's going on for you here. What do we have here? Fertility. Nice, guys. So this is actually being, more open and conscious for a brand new opportunity, okay? So this is a planting of the seeds of something new, all right? This could be a rebirth or a new birth, right? Whatever that is, this is saying that perhaps in your love life that you're experiencing this. Now, for some of you, it can be fertility. It could be having to do with pregnancy. So just note that, all right? For those of you that aren't interested in this, could be a grander expression of consciousness within ourselves, right? So that is also coming into play. But it's beautiful energy, really beautiful energy. And what this really talks about is this is about maybe there's an idea, maybe there is perhaps a new project or just a brand new paradigm, a shift of way of thinking in terms of love that is coming up for you. So definitely note your comments below, guys, but this is a beautiful, beautiful, card. And it invites you to be more open, right? More courageous and more joyful than you ever were before, especially as it relates to love. It's like this new leash on life, right? And this is really going to growing into a greater expanded consciousness. And kind of like that blue and the green, that's like the sky and then the earth above, it's kind of like the sky here and then kind of like the earth, and it's kind of like it's coming together. And it talks about growing. It reminds us of the spiritual aspects of fertility, right? And the birthing of a new consciousness from above and below, right? And then it also talks about like the flowers that you see here. The flower shape represents the consciousness of source, like source, whatever that is for you, right? And all the flowers here remind us that there can be a wonderful life as we are, express ourselves fully. So it could be within a relationship or situation that you are achieving new ground. It's a 27 card reducing to a 9, and it's coming to fruition. You are expanding. You're expanding your consciousness, right? So in whatever way, it could be in terms of love or a new way of being in love, all right? So beautiful energy, guys. Let's go ahead and pull. I'm going to pull another oracle to see what wants to come out here. Let's take a look at what wants to come out here for Aries second half of July. What's important in terms of their love life, because love always starts with you, right? So we're going to go there first. So let's take a look. What needs to come out for Aries? Wow, 2 cards came out here. Interesting. Let's take a look. Oh, you guys, the Lover's card and decision. Okay, interesting. So this is interesting. You might have a connection with someone that you really feel is like creating one, right? It's kind of like the goddess and the god energy within each other is now bringing you to one. And there's some sort of decision that's coming into play, and it could be around the full moon. This is very interesting because you had a new moon in Cancer that started on the 9th of July, and which brings us to the second half, which is on the 23rd, is a full moon that's happening. And within this, it could be some sort of decision that's coming into play as it pertains to a relationship. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Lover's card in the traditional tarot, even though this is Oracle. That might even come into play for some of you. But it could be at the full moon here. And definitely, guys, get your full moon manifesting on, definitely, and all the goodies. You might want to check that out. But this is what's coming through here. There is a decision that needs to be made, or a decision that's going to be important in the trajectory as it pertains to your love life, right? Beautiful energy, right? So some sort of decision is going to be very, very important for you. This is, I just got to tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful connection. Amazing connection where you actually come together and feel as one together. Really a deep one, all right? And through the cycles and the seasons, it's kind of like you both are kind of coming together here as well. So it could be that you've got someone on your mind. For those of you that don't, there's going to be some sort of decision that's going to be made. Let's go ahead and take a look at whatever it is. It's going to affect. It's going to be a long-term effect, just so you know. That's what I see coming through here. So let's dive deeper into your read and see what wants to come out. All right. Let's take a look at the present moment in terms of where you're at right now. What's the present moment where Aries is right now? Second half of July. This flew out. What is this? High Priestess energy, guys. This is good. Look at this, right? You're wearing your crown, you're transforming new consciousness as it pertains to love, and you're actually using your insights, your intuition to guide you as it pertains to love, especially when things are hidden, right? Especially within a love relationship or a situation where things are just kind of kind of beyond your reach, and it's you can't see it, feel it, or touch it. You can't touch it or whatever, but you can actually understand it within your soul, and you need to follow your intuition and use that as a guidepost, right? So the High Priestess is about that of which is hidden. So in this situation where you're at right now, you're tapping into your intuition, okay? And I'm glad that you're here with me here, all right? The Guided Intuitive, I'm glad you're here, all right? You've got a decision. Yeah, look at guys, it's coming up again. It's coming up again. So some sort of decision that needs to be made. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, you could be dealing with someone that has that sign in their chart. You might have it in yours, or you're taking on this energy. But there is some sort of decision that needs to be made here. Okay, so that's what's coming through here. Interesting. Anything else that wants to come out for you at the present moment? Full energy. This is that birthing of something new, and this full energy is kind of like it could be that you're just calling upon your intuition for this new beginning and letting that take its course, right? And because you're maybe perhaps finding it hard to make some sort of decision in some way. Okay, so that could be the case here. Now, for some of you, that is okay. But I get the full energy without a care in the world, kind of going through the process. I am going to pull a love oracle. Let's take a look at what the love oracle has to say. I'm just curious what wants to come out for you here. Happy home. Yeah, things are going well. You're creating the home life that you do desire, right? That foundation that's going to be key. So whether it's just for you or, that's totally fine. Maybe you want to bring someone into your life and you're creating that foundation that's going to be important as you bring someone, into your life, right? But what's most important is you're creating a happy home environment for yourself. And there is perhaps a spiritual bond that you have with someone that just can't be broken. Now, this could be as it relates to your consciousness, you and source, whatever that is for you, or you and someone else, that there's a strong bond. Okay, so that's really beautiful energy. Anything else from numerology that wants to come out for you where you're at right now? Let's take a look. Teaching and learning. Now, some of you actually could be spiritual teachers. You could be focusing on the matters of the heart and your connection with your source. That has to do with your crown chakra, right? And this is coming into play that grounds you. And maybe you're doing some sort of teaching, or you're actually doing learning, or a little bit of both. Okay, so beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful energy. And it could be that you're coming together with someone in terms of doing that, or again, you're just doing that and it's being highlighted right now. Let's take a look at this other person and where they're at the present moment. Where's this other person at in the present moment? Ace of Swords and Emperor energy. Okay, Aries energy and air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming up again. So this Ace of Swords talks about clarity, victory, power, right? And of creating a strong foundation. This other person is what they're doing is creating a strong foundation. Interestingly enough, obviously you're doing that too in terms of your environment, right? So this other person, they could be focusing on, they're getting victory, power, and clarity of the situation. And, it's also very structured and solid, so they're focusing on the very solid foundation for themselves, or they could have Aries within their chart. You might have Aries in your chart as well, or they're just taking it on, okay? So that's what seems to be coming into play here. And then I get the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about creating some sort of change, right? This is creating some sort of dynamic change here. And I like this because this really talks about, balancing things out. So creating change to balance things out in their world, especially in terms of their pentacles, right? In terms of that. So they're focusing on creating some sort of change in their life that's going to be important for them, right? So that's going to be super, super key. Okay. So that's what I see coming through. Let's take a look at the love oracle and see what wants to come out. Okay. Anything else in a present moment? Yeah, they are interesting. I'm going to pull one more card because I want to see if there's any other feedback on this. Wow. I don't know, but they feel that this is about completion. This is about completion and the one, right? This is about sugarcoating. No superficial expressions are going to work, especially on someone who completes them, the one, right? So I don't know if maybe perhaps with this other person, again, that there may have been some superficial expressions, but they're realizing that's not going to work with the one. And I think that they see you as the one, okay? For some of you, that is the case, that just, it's not going to work. All right. And I think that they're realizing that. I do want to let me pull one more card because I'm curious, but this is perfect match, the completion, the one. It's kind of like, that's what I get here. They've got a lot of choices. Many opportunities are available for them, but I really feel that you're their perfect match. Okay. They found their perfect match. Let's take a look at the crux of the situation, right? Let's take a look at the core issue. What's going on in the core issue of this dynamic between you two here? Whether you're partnered or not, there's some sort of dynamic here. Okay. Let's take a look, right? Nine of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about, gratitude, luxury, right? It is, and it's about, about a new cycle that is starting, a lucky new cycle that's taking place with the Wheel of Fortune. It's ruled by Jupiter. So it's a really beautiful energy. The cycle has shifted. Okay. So, this is about, really coming to fruition with the cycle. The timing is good right now, guys. The timing is coming up. So if there's anything that, this is new energy that's coming in. It's the old out with the old. The old energy no longer exists here. There's brand new energy that's coming through here. Okay. Let's pull a numerology. Let's take a look at anything else. So just know the core issue right now is that the cycles have shifted. Okay. Energy has changed, right? And something is coming to fruition here. Okay. Let's take a look. Anything else? Okay. Anything else wants to come through? Financial discipline. So the solid structure that was necessary for this relationship to build is here, but this is calling for financial discipline in the relationship or situation that both of you have. It's about getting, for both of you, kind of getting on a financial stable grounding, okay, to make this work. Yeah, to develop that synchronicity. Synchronicities are at hand. Heed the synchronicities. You're going to see that this new fresh energy is coming right on in. Yeah, and the karmic completion has ended. So for some of you that were involved in a situation, just know that there could be a cycle that, the older cycle that karmic completion has ended. This could be for one of you or both of you, where you've had an ending of a cycle, which brings forth the Wheel of Fortune, the changing and moving into a brand new one. So fresh energy is at hand. So note that is what is available to you right now. What was the issue, what was challenging in the relationship or situation is the timing was off. Plain and simple, guys, the timing was off, all right? And there was a financial discipline that needed to be put into play. Things had to come to fruition and it wasn't there. This is what we call, dear Aries, divine timing, okay? That's what was happening here, okay? So with that being said, what's going to help the situation now moving forward, okay? What's going to help the situation or the dynamic between you two moving forward? What do we have? To let something fall. Okay, so let something come to an end. It's necessary. That needs to settle, okay? So that's going to be incredibly important, okay? Yeah, very much so. Scorpionic energy. Could be dealing with the Scorpio, okay? Anything else? Three of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now it's about teamwork and collaboration, working with those who have your back and you have theirs, right? So now this could actually focus in on Three of Cups, right? Coming together, community, right? Coming coming together. All right. Anything else? Justice. Now balance is going to be restored. See how things can, how the universe and how your source can come in and make things easier for you, right? Without you pushing and prodding and going. I mean, it's like, it makes it so much easier when we kind of let go of the steering wheel, when we've done everything that we can do, and let universe kind of go with that flow. And when we actually heed those synchronicities, right? We've got to heed those, right? So I think that one thing that either both of you have learned, or one side or another, is like, really, like, you knew it was there, but this is like really heeding that, right? You're really heeding those synchronicities. So I'm loving it. And it allows to bring justice in. He'll be doing the Libra, or someone's got that in their chart. But what's going to help is let the balance take its place. Let things fall so justice can come in and community and partnership can grow. Okay. Let's take a look at anything else and what's going to help. What is it? Follow your dreams. All right. Do not forget to follow your dreams, what it is that you want in your life, that you're being asked to continuously follow that. For some of you, it's teaching and learning. Okay. That's what's coming through. Anything that's going to help the situation. Yeah. To continue to go through your healing. This could be as it pertains to your throat chakra as well. But healing is coming into play. It's a 66 card reducing to a 3. It can talk about communication, right? Healing in the communication between you. Okay. Anything that's going to help from the love oracle that we want to come through here. Yeah, get rid of the pride. It's like spotlight. You're in the spotlight. Now the situation is kind of like, I don't know, for some of you, you're in the spotlight. I'm just telling you, you were in the spotlight. This is about being recognized. Eyes are on you. This is about letting go of any sort of pride or ego, right? And new seeds are being planted, new beginnings and new pathways are starting, okay? That's what's going to help, planting new seeds. Just like we started at the beginning with that fertilization, right? It's coming through again, so it's confirming that for you, Aries, all right? Let's take a look at how things are going, what can help progress the situation, how you can make progress. Knight of Pentacles, nice. And we've got the 9 of Wands, nice. The Knight of Pentacles is about motion moving forward, right? This is about putting motion forward and putting in the effort that's necessary to make something grow, to create something, right? Whatever that is. And then the 9 of Wands is not giving up, continue to persevere. Whether that's love, whether it's at your dreams, maybe for many of you, and I feel this, and so I'm going to say it, it's for both. It is for both, okay? And that's what I'm feeling that's coming through here. Do not give up, all right? Do not give up is what this is talking about, and that's what's going to help. You know, it's kind of like when you keep pushing through, some of us, when we're reaching our goals or what it is that we want in life or whatever we're manifesting, right, is that we give up just before we hit that finish line, right? So keep pushing, okay, is what this is calling for. And what does numerology have to say that will help you in this? Let's take a look at what this is. Parenting. So now this might have to do with children. This might have to do with, for some of you might be dealing with parenting skills, but this is coming to fruition. For some of you, that fertilization is about parenting children. For some of you, it's being the parent of your own life, right? And for some others of you, it could be the parenting that you've experienced in the past, hence some of that healing, right, that you have been going through, right? And now you're planting new seeds, right, for new beginnings, because you're carrying, now you are setting in your own template, your own values, traditions, and beliefs now moving forward, right? So it's about perhaps even parenting yourself, and that could be the case. It could have to do with having confidence in the communication as it pertains to parenting, all right? But a lot of you, it could be parenting yourself if you didn't have that strong structure, and you're learning how to do that yourself. And I say, you know, I mean, I think it's fabulous, guys. I think it's so fabulous. So that's what's coming through. What we're going to do is going to extend this, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about deeper into this other person and what's happening, maybe what they're going to plan to do next, what they want most from you, what they're most afraid of, what you're most afraid of as well. Messages from both sides, and then the outcome, potential outcome, knowing that you still have free will, right? And then oracle advice. So if you're interested in joining me, click the link below. And guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, namaste.